Okay, we can use this website to learn about how to make measurements using the triple beam balance. And we're going to see it as you go if you'd like to visit this. This is at www.ohaus.com under tutorials. So what you want to go do is use tutorial. And so we get a little, every time we wish to weigh an item on the triple beam balance, we must first zero the balance. This sets the calibration of the balance to 0 and will ensure proper reading will result. So in this case, we have the calibration knob that we use right here to turn clockwise to bring the indicator down, counterclockwise to bring it up. And all the sliders would have to be on 0. So here we can remove weights from the platform. Remove it. And then we can set it. There we go. All the indicators go to 0. Now it's ready to use. So now we see that this right here is not at 0. So we want to do the adjustment knob. And then we want this to be pointing right at 0. Turn it, it's right at 0. Okay. We place the weight back on there. We want the index pointer. First, we're going to move the heaviest beam, so the index pointer over here is pointing at the 0. That goes up. And notice that it goes down first, and then we bring it back 1 to reset it. And then we'll go to the next heaviest beam, which is the third beam. And remember, these have little grooves in them that they need to fit within those grooves. There we go. And finally, the front beam, which measures the numbered intervals, are going to be whole grams. Unmarked intervals will be decigrams or tenths of a gram. And then the estimation is going to be in hundredths of a gram. So this is what the front beam looks like. So what we do is we add up the beams. We have 157.56. So that's 157.6. We can estimate that to about 2. So 157.62. All right, let's practice some weighing. All right. Okay. So we have to read this. We press new unknown, and then we have to read the triple beam balance. So we add up. First, we have 0 grams on the heaviest beam, with grams grouped in groups of 100. But then we have the next beam, the heaviest one. See, making sure the sliders are in the grooves. That gives us 90. And then here we have 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 94 whole grams. We'll write that here. 94 whole grams. Now we go to tenths of a gram. So it looks like we have 5, 6, 7. And we can estimate that in between to be about 4. Well, I guess they want you to round it. Okay, let's try a new weight. Okay, this one. So we have 172 whole grams. And 1 decigram. Check weight, right on the mark. try a new one. So here, 400 plus 30, then 2, so 432 whole grams. And looks like we have 9 decigrams as we count the unmarked intervals. And tell us to check our weight. Good. One more, and then you can feel free to go to this website and mess around. And this is a good review that you'll have for quiz and as we work our way through the triple beam balance in our study of mass. So one more, 448 whole grams. Our decimal, and looks like we have 6 unmarked intervals. That would be 6.6 grams. Check. Very good. Okay, so keep practicing this, and if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, this video is going to be on using the triple beam balance. So let's take a moment to identify some parts of the triple beam balance. Here we have the pan where we put items to be massed. Here we have our 3 beams, hence it's named the triple beam balance. We have the sliders that go across, and they have to fit in these little notches for the back 2 beams. And then we have our front beam. We also have our pointer and our indicator. And then we also over here we have our zeroing or calibration knob that we use to calibrate the balance. Now to calibrate the balance, you want to make sure that it is set. To do that, all sliders need to be at 0. And if all the sliders are at 0, then this pointer right here should be at 0 as well. If it is not, then you need to adjust this knob. So turning it clockwise will bring the pointer below the 0. And if you want to raise the pointer up, turn it counterclockwise. But you need to make sure that all the sliders are there. Okay. Once it's calibrated, then looks like we're ready to go. And let's get some practice measuring and massing some things using the triple beam balance. All right, let's take a look at our first item, and we're going to get a little closer.